Hello and what's up everyone? I hope you're doing fine, and today we are creating this. First of all, we need to create a composition of 1080 by 1080 pixel. So it would be a square composition, okay? Now select ellipse tool from the tool panel and just double click on the ellipse tool just like this. So it will create a perfect circle. So first of all we need to create the layers, okay? So just disable the fill, enable the stroke, and just rename it as h1. So for the second layer I don't want this one to look exactly same as the first one. So what I'm going to do, I can just go in the contents property of ellipse, and if you see there is a stroke property, okay? Once you go there you will see the dashes option. If you hit the plus icon you will see that there will be dashes. Now if you increase the dashes to maybe around 75, you can see that there are dashes around the circle, and if you change the offset it will animate. So we are not animating right now. Duplicate once again our h1 layer. We can change the stroke and we can scale it up. I want the dotted one close to the first one, so yeah, it looks good now. You can change this as you want. Now duplicate h1 again because it is our perfect circle. So now I want it to be the inner circles. Change the stroke. Once you're done with it, I think one more layer would be good, so I'm gonna duplicate it once again and scale it up like this and change the stroke. Now this is the part one of the video. Basically what we have done, we have just created our shape layers. Now for the second part we need to animate all of this. It is not animating right now, so just go to the h1 properties, and you can see the trim paths option right there. Click on trim paths, animate it from end property, put keyframe on end, 0 it in the start, and then 200. So easy ease them, change the graph editor. And if you see right now, it is really fast, so I'm gonna change the duration to maybe around 1 second 15 frames. Now the h2 layer is basically dotted lines, okay? So what I'm going to do, I can just press T on my keyboard to enable opacity, and just decrease the opacity in the start and increase the opacity after some frames. So if you click the dashes part just like this, so you will see this property of offset. We're gonna animate offset property. So just put a keyframe right here and go to the end of the composition and animate it like this. So yep, it is moving really slow and I kind of like it. You can increase it to maybe around 360. One more thing, you can always change the dashes as you want, because right now there is a little irregularity in dots if you see right here. So I'm just going to change the dashes as long as I cannot see any glitch in the dashes. By pressing U on your keyboard, then select keyframes and Control C to copy the keyframes, and go to the H3 and Control V. I can just go right here in the contents and ellipse property and then stroke, and you can just change this to from butt cap to round cap. Now the edges are soft, so now it differs from the H1 layer. Okay, so for the H4 layer, okay, let's see. This one is H1, okay, this one is H4, okay. So what I'm going to do, I can just go to the trim pass property, just animate the start property to 100 in the start, and after some frames I want it to maybe around 30. Yep, it looks good to me. Okay, so if you see, the animation is like this, but I want it to completely revolve around its axis. So for that we can animate offset property. The animation through offset should be in the direction in which your circle was animating. So if we see in the start, our circle was animating from left to right. So I'm gonna go with the negative offset number 180. Now for the h5, so this lighter circle, the inner circle, is basically h5. So what I'm going to do, I can just enable the opacity first of all, and I want it to to have a flicker effect, kind of a HUD pulse. I'm going to increase the stroke so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, first of all we can just decrease or increase the animation of. So first of all we can just decrease the opacity to 0, and after some frames let's increase it to 60, and then after 2 frames we will decrease it, and after 2 frames we will increase it. We are going to repeat the process again and again to maybe till 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds or so. If you see it is like this, but the animation is way too fast, but it is a flickering animation like a heart pulse, and I really like it. So in order to make the animation a bit smoother and not that much fast paced, we can just select the keyframes, and by pressing alt on your keyboard, if we drag the keyframes by left click, so you will see that there would be an even space in each and every keyframe. Yep, it looks good to me. We can adjust them, and now it is a good animation. If you see, it is not fast paced, and it is something like a heart pulse, not a crazy flicker effect. Last one, which is this one, I also want it to be like a semicircle, so I'm going to apply the same method we have done with the H4 layer earlier on. So that circle was like this from left to right, so I want both of these circles, semicircles, to complement each other. So it was revolving from left to right, so I want this one, the H6, to revolve from right to left. So for that I'm just going to animate the end property first of all, back to 0, and then after some frames to 60, let's say. Now change the offset properties, and this time we are going with the positive values of offset, because in our H4 layer in our earlier semicircle we have negative offset value. So just put the positive offset value, easy ease them, and you are good to go. So if you see, they are complementing each other. It looks really cool. We can also decrease the end property, so yep, like this it also look good. So when they arrive at this junction, it looks like that the other semicircle is a part of the inner one. So first of all we can apply 4 color gradient, and you will see that it will colorize your HUD. So just change the colors. So I'm going with the blue tone, so I'm going to change the colors to somewhere around blue shade, you know. Add an adjustment layer and apply glow on it. So I have a deep glow and glow as well, so I'm going with the glow right now, and just duplicate it by Control D, and then increase the radius and threshold to like 90 and 380. You can adjust the anchor points of gradient colors like this as well, so you will not have harsh edges around the HUD. So yeah, it looks good to me. So there are some other methods of applying colors to HUD as well. Let me teach you them as well. So let's just disable the colors of 4 color gradient, and then go to the HUD comp. If you change the stroke, you can see the colors changing. So I'm going to change the stroke of this one, I guess the H3. Okay, let's change it to blue, and this one to maybe cyan color or turquoise color would be good. And you will see that the glow appears right here because we have added glow as well. So let's change this color as well, because these are basically shape layers. So another way of colorizing your HUD is just apply fill, and you will see that you will have one color in your HUD, and it looks good to me. The blue one is good. Yep. So this is how you can colorize your HUD. You can either add 4 color gradient, you can add fill, or you can just directly change colors from shape layers that you have created. So once you're happy with the animation, you can also add deep glow if you have it, and change the radius to maybe 750 and exposure to 2, and then just go to the tone mapping and change the modes, change the modes of operation to whatever you like. So yep, this is how it looks like. You can play with the tint property as well to have different type of glows, but I'm not gonna use them. So yep, this looks good to me. If you don't have deep glow, that is fine. You can just have a really nice glow with the original glow of After Effects, and if you duplicate it, you will have something more crazy. It all depends upon your creativity and how you use them. Okay. So for the final result, here is our final result, and I hope you guys really like it. So I hope you guys really liked it. If you really do, then hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends, and keep supporting me. Thank you. And we can go for the next part where we can just create this in 3D environment, because I have created 3D and HUDs multiple times. So yep, this is all about it. Take care. Bye.